There is no world where I ever would have quit. I just never give up. That is MrBeast, real name Jimmy Donaldson, the biggest YouTuber on the planet, creator of Feastables, the man behind Beast Games, the largest competition show ever built. And when he says he never would have quit, he does not mean he came close and pushed through. He means the thought of stopping was structurally impossible. Like asking water to flow uphill, he said it the way someone might say the sky is blue. That certainty is what this story is about. He was 11 years old when he made the decision. I just said I'm going to be a YouTuber. I'm going to die trying. And I meant it. Even if no one still watches my videos to this day, I would still be going. This was not a kid who wanted to be famous. This was a kid who found the only thing that made sense to him and locked onto it with everything he had. The problem was nobody around him could see what he saw. There was a moment in middle school he still remembers. An older kid looked at him and said, "All you do is talk about YouTube. Like, do you know how to do anything else? You're just a freak." He tried to fit in after that. He watched South Park because that is what the kids at school watched. I just couldn't. I was like, this is such a waste of time. I could be working right now. He tried to join conversations. He tried to care about the things other people cared about. He couldn't, so he stopped talking. I eventually just stopped talking because I just didn't relate to anyone. No one in the school I went to was entrepreneurial or wanted to build businesses. I just didn't want to do anything else. He went so quiet that one of his teachers asked if he was mute. He says this without bitterness, just as a fact, a data point about the distance between him and the world he was living in. At the same time, something else was happening at home. Financial crisis hit. His parents had over-leveraged, properties backing other properties. When everything collapsed, they lost almost everything. They lost basically everything. And so my mom was working 2 jobs, barely getting by. She is a single mom raising us. His mom would leave before he got home from school. She would be finishing her 2nd job by the time he walked through the door. On top of that, Jimmy had Crohn's disease. His brother had health issues too. She was holding all of it together by herself. And then she would come home to a kid who refused to do homework, who spent every available hour making videos that no one was watching. She would literally cry and beg me to do homework. He paused after saying that. Then, one time, I literally told her, "If you want my homework done so bad, why don't you just do it?" He said it quietly, not proud of it, not ashamed either, just honest. I didn't mean it in a mean way. I didn't care. I just wanted to be successful. I wanted to build businesses. They were speaking different languages. She looked at a path he was on and saw one outcome. In her brain, it was computing out to like, oh, he is just going to be a homeless drug addict. Her brain couldn't compute the world I saw, and my brain couldn't compute the world she saw. So there was constant friction. He kept making videos. She kept working double shifts. He kept not doing homework. She kept crying. And then one day, she said something that changed everything. She just said to me, "Jimmy, I trust you. I have faith. I'm going to follow your lead." That was it. Our relationship has been perfect ever since that point, when she stopped staying up all night worrying about whether I was making the right decision, and just said, "I know you think about this all day. I'm going to trust you." The first thing he did when the money came in was take care of her. She gave everything to get me where I am, so the first thing I did was start paying my mom, taking care of her. He said she has been spoiled ever since. Second home, anything she could ever want. During the conversation, the host pulled out 2 photographs. In the first one, she looks tired, tense. It was taken around the time the family lost everything. In the second one, she is smiling. Jimmy looked at that second photo and said, "This is when I gave her $100,000. This is after we made it." Between those 2 photos, about 12 or 13 years, he said, that journey in between was very, very hard for her. He didn't say anything else. The pause said enough. Near the end of the conversation, the host asked him if you could whisper something in that child's ear, the kid in the photograph. What would you say? He thought about it for a long time. Then, I wouldn't say anything, because I'd be worried it would change the outcome of how I became who I am. He said that child was confused. Felt like a freak, didn't fit anywhere, didn't understand why no one around him wanted to build something. But I think going through that journey was important. It gives me a lot of conviction. And then he said the thing he always says when he tells this story on podcast, because he knows someone out there is in that same spot right now. You're not the problem. It is your environment. You just need to put yourself in a better environment. Before I let you go, I want to ask you something. Have you ever had that feeling where you were completely certain about something, but everyone around you thought you were crazy? Did you keep going or did you stop? Drop your answer in the comments. I want to know.